Stanford University, a bastion of academia and the alma mater of some of college football's most legendary figures, Elway, Luck, Sherman, and McCaffrey. And today, the Stanford Cardinal will try to live up to that legacy. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll ride the... He'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's going to pass. He finds his man, fighting off the defender. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical run.
The run and the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
He'll try to tack on one more. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Offense set on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
You don't see a lot of OP. That was an easy call for the referees.
Now on 2nd down. The give to the back. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. On target to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
To the air, it's Hodges. He slings it deep to the left.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. There he goes. Open it up. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
He caught it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
This is a design run. Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out.
Oh, he still got the ball back.
Going back to the offense, how in the world did they keep it?
Fumbled, and he got the ball back.
Draw it up, but how about the offense and the awareness? You see the ball out, forget jumping on it. I'm going to pick that puppy up. I'm going to take it to the house. The OC, great call on that one, buddy, because it worked to perfection.
And right down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you're getting a little bit of rhythm. It's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big, but you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Quick completion to the right. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Back to pass, it's Hodges. Quick strike complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
They'll try the run. They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a first down.
I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on that D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. He's looking to throw it, feeling some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
On second down, looking to throw. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. Pulled down for the tackle.
Talk about having a day. We're not even done the first quarter yet. This receiver already has over 100 yards. Look out.
The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from the great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time, and obviously executed.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. He wants to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Leaves it with the running back. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
Yeah, the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Quarterback checking off. Back to throw, it's Hodges. A shot toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't work the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up fourth.
Not a chance. Missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. On first down, here comes this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got his man quickly. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The give to the left side. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
The give to the tailback. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth-quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
He'll try the left side. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
And on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different and give this offense something to think about.
The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so probably no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
It's complete on the right side. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. So you think quarterbacks are all about glory, about taking that shot and getting rid of it just in time.
He did a great job hanging in there, being tough, and more importantly, I think, as a quarterback surveying the field, looking downfield, nothing open, making the right decision.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Dropping back, it's Hodges. Fires to the right. He's got it. On the move at the 30. Big gain on that one as he stepped out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
This offense has a second down play. Quickly complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored.
Oh my God.
Great job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Oh my God.
Oh, he headed off the left upright. No good.
Ah,
A very
this is
efficient 5
working, man.
drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Smashes through the tackle.
Let's go. We needed that.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to be popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job with ball security.
From the gun, running back on the move.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense where now they got a manageable situation.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking downfield, it's Hodges. Zings it complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game of divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers, it's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Stanford! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like it. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. He's got it for the 2, and we're all tied up. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Now the play fake. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
The defense just simply not fooled by a play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Do it, bro.
Behind his big tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Setting up the screen. And that one looks great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Hey, just a great job by the defense. First down, the whole menu's open for the offense. They try to slip in the screen pass. They see it right away. Get him on the ground for no gain.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in that run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more...
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. All the way back to the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop.
Bouncing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to throw. It's Hodges. He's got it down the middle. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Can't get him to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw for it. Forced out of the pocket. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. The snap sets up the throw. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Looking to throw, it's Hodges. Right on target this time. And he'll be brought down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful back. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
What a great rush by the defense. Understanding, winning up front, getting to the quarterback, and rattling him. Try not to get a penalty, right? Because God forbid you touch these guys too hard and you get called for a penalty. Nice job getting a good clean hit pressure on the quarterback.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking downfield, it's Hodges. It's complete to the right. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout.
Catch, boy.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Yeah.
This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to take a shot. And he'll move it in inside the 20. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll throw it from the red zone. They're working that left side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Georgia State is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Arkansas State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Who won? That was smart.
At the 40, there he goes.
That was smart.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside, man-to-man. Nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
Off play action on first down. Getting some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air.
Go get him.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. What kind of man is this free safety? Abandoning all responsibilities, and he's rewarded for it. Oh, he was a lucky player there.
And you know what you do with coaches on the sideline? They quickly show you the iPad, and they're like, hey, what we...
Go get him.
The pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
On third and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get
Shit,
it off. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
That thing was down for a while, but...
Let's go, huh?
Carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. You make this defense think, put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Quarterback checking the play. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. It's complete along the sidelines. It's a catch inbounds, and it's a first down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the right.
He
And
dropped
just
it.
squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
I got to be honest, I thought this tight end was going to have a much bigger role in this game. They wanted to get him the football early and often, but after that drop here in the second half, he still doesn't have a catch.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. This
Shit,
time he's
really
got his
make that.
man. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now. His last 2 games out, completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Second down coming up. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
To throw, it's Hodges. Pocket starts to collapse. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Here's the handoff. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Stanford 31, Oregon 21.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
42 Spider.
Makes the grab. And he's in the
Whoa.
Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time. Going up top. Snags it on the right. And he breaks into the open. Inside the 10. Run out of bounds after a long game, but they've got it down first and goal.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Quarterback Steve.
He let us get through there.
For a few wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Man, let's not overcomplicate this. I love it. Put the QB under center. You know it's a QB sneak. Make the defensive line stop me. That hard to the goal line, it's hard to do. And the offense didn't try to get too cute. Really nice work getting the touchdown.
And he tacked on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to kick this one away.
Going for the return. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And this setter downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Back to the ground game on the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Motion from the offense. Looking for a man. It's Hodges.
Oh, he dropped it.
Opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the
Sorry,
football, maybe take some time.
bro.
You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Returner goes out of bounds.
draws it back, and here comes the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass.
Thank you.
And that ball is picked off.
Way to beat it.
Would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen. And they make the big INT.
They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between steps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Looking to throw, it's Hodges. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive. And I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that
and he missed it. And he missed it.
And it's no
Oh,
good.
my God.
Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
I'm telling
The
you.
Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy position here and let him get back in the
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Go get him.
And they got him for the sack. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can
Go get him.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Going to take a shot.
Good defense.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. 1st down for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for him.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
2nd and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Trying to get the edge on the toss. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
They just robbed me again. They robbing me.
Lead is still in double digits, but missed a chance.
Hey, I can't make me see that.
You got to wonder about the confidence of this kid. It's been up and down. 1 for 4 now in this game, kicking after that miss.
Going up top on 1st down. got him downfield.
That's my fault.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He'll come out throwing on first down. They're bringing heat. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return with that small change. They take over.
Yeah, get this shit over. You know, it made a heavy feel good. You gotta get that together.
Got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.
Let's not understate it. This is a huge win getting back to 2-2. There were a lot of people wondering after last week what was going to happen on the season, which way this thing could turn. They got the ship corrected. They're now heading in the right direction. I think you got to give this coaching staff and the leaders in the locker room a lot of credit for being focused today.
Fourth down, and the punt team sent it the other way. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop it at the 15. The offense set for a first down play. He's going to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. These DBs going to give a little cushion. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollack. I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of